So here's the deal with the bike. There were three things that I wanted to make sure that it had. It had a number that I used to wear. It looked kind of like a street bike, a cafe style racing bike, and it had the brand fit identity on it. I wanted all three of those things to be encompassed in it. So we went with the color red, I went with the number 17, and obviously I went with fit identity and the logo and the font. They said great ideas require action. I took action. Did I ruin my brand new spin bike by taking action? Stick around, we'll find out. I may have just wrecked my spin bike. Yeah, I spent over $1,000 on a spin bike and then I stickered it. Yeah, I did that. I don't know, maybe I should have left it up to the professionals, which I probably should have. But we're gonna do it anyways, right? Because that's what I like to do, right? I think that in order to get ahead in this world, you gotta have your own swagger, you gotta have your own thing, you've got to stand out. If you're like the rest, well, you're average. That's the standard, and I never wanna be the standard. I always wanna kinda elevate that. I said to myself, what could I do with a spin bike that would make me stand out? And it was like, hey, I could probably wear an aerodynamic suit. No. Or I could change my spin bike to not look like everybody else's and sort of kind of stand out in a subtle yet intrusive way. It's a butt bike. Yep, a butt bike. Everything looks great on it, but for when you are up close and you see all the creases. But it looks great. But it looks great. So I'm going to show you guys the process, show you how it comes out. I'm excited about it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the stick on it, right? Like there it is. It is a spin bike. I got a sticker, a decal for it. For both sides, they're different, but I'm going to attempt to put that on. I am no expert. I'm not a sticker guy. I am not a customization shop per se, but I do have a Phillips head screwdriver, and I do have a handy dandy knife set that looks just like that. Hopefully, I did the graphics correctly. Hopefully, the size is correct, not correctly, correct. And hopefully I can get this to stick on. Before we go any farther, if you had a spin bike, what would you make it? What would the design be that you would want down below? Let me know what that is like. I just want to hear. I want to hear if you'd make it into a beach cruiser, into a Harley looking bike. What would you make your spin bike look like so that you would have fun on it? So drop that down below. Same time, do a little subscribe, do a little comment, hit that, turn on the notifications so that you can see when my videos get uploaded. So check that out. Before I tell you all the details on the sticker, the decals, I'm gonna tell you why I did it. Number one is I do a lot of stuff online. I've got customers, coaches, families, friends. We do bike rides. We do them on virtual meetups. And one of the things that we do is we take virtual spin class together. I wanted to stand out. I just didn't want a white bike. It was that or black, and I was like, I'm gonna choose white, and I can decal it and make it any color or do any sticker that I wanted to. That was the original idea. It was, yeah, I'll wrap it or I will put stickers on it. Give you a little background on this bike. Pretty cool. It's a MyxBike, MYX bike, B-I-K-E. It is a MyxBike. It comes in black or white. I chose white because I knew I wanted to be able to sticker, decal, wrap, do whatever I wanted, and I thought that the colors on a white bike would be much easier. Is the black easier? I have no idea. I don't have a black bike. So if you have a black bike and comment down below. Let me know if the black bike would be easier to sticker. If you know me, you know that I like to modify and make things different. I have these hand grip things that I have on here. I don't know what they're called exactly, but they kind of extend the handlebars backwards so you can sit in an upright position a little bit better, easier. I also put a different seat on it because I don't like the seat that they gave us. It's like, damn. Yeah, I said it out loud. At least I'm going to keep it real and keep it honest with all of you. The seat that comes with it, you need to upgrade. I'll try and put links to both these things in the comments down below, so if you guys want to get them, you can see what I got. I love this seat. These things are great. I started the process out by not having a clue. Now I have a little bit of a clue. I mean, I'm no expert in decals and graphic design by any means. The first thing I did is that I went online to see if there was a template where I could order a decal or create my own custom decal sticker system that goes onto the bike. Couldn't find it. I think that might have something to do with the warranty that Mix puts on their bikes. They say, sticker it, void the warranty. That's the general piece. And I was like, oh, I get it. You branded your bike and you don't want anyone to put anything over your brand. So therefore, if you put a sticker on your brand, we're gonna void the warranty. So we're gonna create a little pain for you not to sticker over our brand. Not gonna happen with me. I stickered over it. I don't give a crap. After finding out that there was no template, no ability to customize it, I was like, what do I need to do? I need to hire a graphic designer and figure this all out and just take what was inside my head and then get it so it ends up on my bike. And what does that require? A graphic designer. I also learned graphic designers, well, they're not inexpensive. They have a skill that I don't have, therefore they're able to charge for it. It was a little bit more of an expensive process than I thought, but in the back of my head I was like, well, maybe I'm making this template that I'll be able to use in the future to be able to change this all out quarterly, at holidays, like whatever I want to be able to do to create a fun spin bike experience for me and the people that I work out with. So I had to find a graphic designer that was willing to work with me and thought that this would be a fun project for them. That was a key thing for me, was will they find this project to be fun or are they just doing it for the paycheck? I found somebody, it was a good time, at least the designing of it was awesome. They were excellent to work with and I can't say enough about it. So let's talk about the design of the bike. First off, I was a soccer player in school, high school, and college. I played in both. My numbers were 5 and 17. Those were the two numbers that I picked or that I was handed to when I was a child, right? I think 9 was gone, which I wanted because it was like, oh my gosh, it's Giorgio Canaglia. That's a great soccer number. And then 10 was Pele. And then, you know, I don't know. It was always the coach's son who was like, yeah, I got 10. And you're like, yeah, you know what? You can keep it. You're not as good as me. Yeah, I used to say that. Although there were some kids that I did play with that held the numbers 9 and 10 were awesome. Let me just first say that. So if you guys are watching me and you're on my team, because I played on a lot of different teams, select teams, all-star teams, college teams, that were that number, you guys were awesome. Awesome at it. And I was glad that I had 5 and 17 because it gave me my own personality, my ability to stand out and not be like everybody else. It kind of would be like everyone wearing 23 or what's Kobe's number? Kobe, 23 in basketball, which is Jordan, or what is it? Kobe's is 9 or 6? 6, I think Kobe's is. So I think that's it, right? So there you go. It would be like everybody wanting to have that number in basketball. Now, taking consideration, I also used to ride street bikes, and I got rid of all my street bikes for various reasons. One, doing a wheelie and almost slamming into the side of a car. 2, I was forced off the road and onto a sidewalk. 3, I came over a hill crest to an 18-wheeler that was stopped in the middle of the road, almost slammed in the back of it, and I was like, oh God, but I had to come into oncoming traffic. And then 4, I think I was doing 130 miles an hour to and from the grocery store. All not very good things, all good reasons to get rid of my bikes. But I got rid of my bikes and moved forward and moved into cars, and now I don't have a car. It's freaking ironic. I don't even have a bike. I got skateboards. Right there. Okay, so here are the stickers that you guys can take a look at. I'm going to show you guys that. And then the long, tedious process in which I had to put them on. I ended up with these 2 designs. This is the one that you've already been looking at. And then this is the reverse side, which I will show you what that ends up looking like. Before we go any farther, if you had a spin bike, what would you make it? What would the design be that you would want down below? Let me know what that is like. I just want to hear. I want to hear if you'd make it into a beach cruiser, into a Harley looking bike. What would you make your spin bike look like so that you would have fun on it? So drop that down below. At the same time, subscribe. I'm not even going to ask anything more. Grow the channel, subscribe. Let's move on. So that's the background of the bike. So let's get into the more detailed stuff, the fun stuff and the not so fun stuff, where I may have, or I may not have, ruined this bike. Well, I thought the design itself was going to be something that would look magical. And from a distance, I still think it looks amazing. Like, I absolutely love it. I think it flows really good. It brings a smile to my face because I think, honestly, it's cool as shit. So this was a learning process, because we created one big design rather than individual stickers. And I'm going to talk to you guys about the importance of why I think you should create individual stickers for different areas. Great, right? Super easy. I'm like, this will be easy. I'll just peel it off. I'll figure it out. I'll cut it out. No. Not at all. Things I didn't take into account. 1, I should have measured better. 2, This bike has tons of undulations, weld marks on it, indifferences. Basically, the bike is just not flat. It's not flat like a sticker that would go on a screen or a refrigerator or anything that would be a flat surface. Yeah, I didn't take that in consideration. I'm just going to be honest with you. So that happened, which made applying the sticker a little bit more difficult than I had thought. It took me around 5.5 hours to do the entire bike, both sides. And that's only because I was trying to do the best job that I possibly could do, even though I still wasn't doing a good job. But I wanted it to be good. So that part of the process is definitely something I learned. These should be templates. Template, 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 template. Everything should be a sticker that you just peel off, put in that certain area, and make it a template. I kind of thought that it would be much like a wrap and it would be easy to pull and wrap. It's not. Let me just be upfront. It's not easy to wrap this bike. It would be way easier just to stick some stickers on in some various different places as a template. And that's what I'll be doing going forward. Lesson learned. Also, having stickers that are cut to size would probably help with some of the air bubbles that I have in it, because that's another thing that came up that I didn't realize. You're gonna have air bubbles. And again, applying wraps, applying stickers, that is a skill as well. And if you want it to be perfect, you gotta pay somebody who does that for a living. I don't do that for a living. I'm not sure if I ruined it or if I made it better. You can give me your comments, whatever you think about it down below. Let me know. I'd be like, dumb idea, good idea. The fact that I still do really like it. Like, I love the way that it turned out. I just may not like the way that it turned out when you are up close to it. It's got some hiccups to it, some drawbacks to it. Looks good. I'm going to like it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to change it up, and we'll talk about how you guys can contribute on what the new design will be like coming up, because maybe we'll change it out every 30 days, every quarter, whatever it could be. And that is the process. That's everything that I went through. The good, the bad, the ugly. It wasn't too bad. It just took a lot of time, some money, some effort, you know, some sweat equity. I got through it. No big deal. The great news is, even though that the bike is a little bit wrinkled, air bubbled, and has creases, it does look good from a distance, will look great on social media, and I do have a template now. So the template, I'll be able to make the stickers and make whatever type of theme bike that I want to going forward. If you have any questions about what I did, how I did it, you know, what stickers I used, where I got them done, FedEx again, that's where I did get them done, but it'll be different this time because now I have a template. But if you have any other questions, reach out, let me know. And if you want to ride with us, there's a link down below. Come join us. We'd love to have you. Like, subscribe, do all the things that you do. I appreciate the follow. I appreciate the watch time. I appreciate anything. If there's anything else that you want me to cover in my fitness life, my world, let me know down below. I'd be happy to cover that for you.